Hi, how are you? Kevin here. Now I'm going to show you how to use our latest very exciting product called Powder Puff. So Powder Puff is what's known as a metamorphosis product. So what happens is it begins as a powder and then turns into a product. So the actual styles that it's perfect for doing is just to get, let's say here we've got a bit of a volume blow dry, but the hair's a little bit flat on top. So we want to just give that a nice bedroomy effect. So you apply the Powder Puff to either damp or dry. Now in this instant we're doing it on dry, so it's quite a versatile powder. You can do it with many different looks. I often use it in short hair as well as long, but I'm going to show you how to get that sort of poofy bedroom hair in a quick second. So what you do is you've done your volume blow dry, you've realized that you've actually forgot to get the volume on the top and you've got a lovely amount of volume on the ends. You just want to poof that up. So take a comb, section the hair off to just below the crown, like so. Then you take a little bit of your Powder Puff, which is in a gorgeous little bottle, and just lightly tap that into the roots, like so. Take your next section, like that, lightly, just give a little sprinkle into the roots. And what the powder does is then becomes a product, and you can actually lift the hair, and then the powder then becomes not a powder and turns into a volumizing product. And you can see how I can get lots of lift out in those roots. So then you go along your next section, like so, a few tangles in the ends. This way you get to keep like a smooth look, but you get more of like a bedroomy sort of appearance. So you just sprinkle like so across the hairline. Now it doesn't matter if your hair is blonde or dark because the powder completely goes away. So you just want to lift up that with your fingers. You can see how we're creating a volume, a voluminous, bedroomy sort of effect. So it's getting a bit of a 1960s sort of look to it, and you can actually feel it whole and secure. So it's a very soft, sort of delicate look. So you can see that sort of softness coming out. Now I'm going to flick over to the other side. So you do one side, and then we're going to do the back. So you're going to use this more as a finishing product, more so than a styling product. So again, you're going to section all the way through. Tap, tap, tap. Rub, rub, rub. And you can see how that powder just completely disappears and turns into volume, which is really nice. So we're going to rub, rub, rub. And you get a bit lazy now and do it with my hands. Go straight in. I like this because it doesn't look like a hair product, I think, which is really nice. You can see the hair can still remain very feminine, very soft. And then to do the crown, simply take your comb, part the hair like so. Take your little Powder Puff and just a little tap, 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 and like so. Tap, tap, tap. Leave the powder in. So just do it a little bit by little bit. You don't really need a lot of powder, which is great. Tap, tap, tap. Then all you simply have to do is just push the hair up at the roots. So you just push up and you can feel that product turn into, feel that powder turn into the product. Now, there are a lot of powders on the market, but a lot of them don't become products. And this way it gives you that teased root lift when you haven't really teased it at all. So it's a modern version of a 60s look. So just push up, hold, push up and hold. We get that beautiful sort of bedroomy. It doesn't really look like there's a lot of product in the hair, and you can see that volume has just come in, so she's very 60s looking. Okay, so that's our first version. So that's just gently lifting up the roots. Now, I didn't really lift up the front of the roots because I wanted that to be sort of flatter, but now what I'm going to do is tip the head over because I want to create a glamorous, fuller sort of look. So I'll just get you to flip your head over like so. And then what you do is you just take the powder and just sprinkle it lightly through the hair. And what this is going to do is make all that hair like all really chunk up together. Then you just give it a bit of a squish and hold, squish and hold. You can see how much volume it creates. And you get this great sort of texture because you're not really teasing the hair, but you're getting a very knotted or matted, but not really. It's a soft bedroom look, I think. It's more like you've had a little roll in the hay when you haven't. So give your head a bit of a flick. Feel like so, and you can see that's just created a really full, gorgeous, really modern look. So the hair looks like it's teased, but it's not, and it really holds beautifully like that. And so it gives the hair a nice bedroom softness, so it doesn't look hard or harsh, and the hair is really movable and softly swept. So it's a great way of putting volume into your volume blow dries that sometimes can go a little bit flat. So it's great for drying the hair smooth and then picking it up with a bit of drama. So it gives that volume blow dry a lot of drama. And it's very soft and feminine as well. So on short hair, you can imagine, you can just make it grow like crazy. And we can go back to the middle again. I'll just going to keep on playing with it. The good thing is with the powder puff, it doesn't just get heavy or greasy, which is really nice. You can just keep on putting the hair where you want it to go. So you can get that very sexy bedroom effect without feeling like your hair is really sort of full of hairspray and stuff. So it's very loose. You can actually touch your hair. You don't have to come up and go, oh, don't touch the hair, it's going to be massive knots. It's not stiff, there's no hairspray involved, and it's a very modern look. So there's your powder puff on hair that is naturally straight, a volume blow dry. Put your powder puff in through the ends and you get this incredible editorial modern look. So there's your powder puff on nice straight hair, so I love it. I think it's incredible.